The new form can be any beast whose challenge rating is equal to or less than the target's or the target's level if it doesn't have a challenge rating. So the new form can be any beast whose challenge rating is equal to or less than the target's.
Right.
So anything equal to level 7
me?
or 8. You guys 8 now?
Where are 8?
So anything CR 8 or less. That you have seen before
So a squirrel.
or know that exists.
Like our friend the dragon?
No, it's a beast. It has to be a beast.
Oh, you
So it's like normal creatures.
Oh man, I am eventually going to turn Joe into a beast. It's gonna happen. But for right now, I'm just going to.
Is it really this close? Right now? Like, oh shit. I'm going to run here.
I'm going to cast Silent Image. and
Okay,
then
as soon
take a
as you
push.
come out, it notices the movement and it beelines towards you.
You're all right. It's a bull.
I'm going to
A
cast.
what?
I'm going to cast Hypnotic Pattern.
Roll for initiative. So as soon as it turns and the one of the people notices you and screams, "Run! It's a gorgon! Don't go near it!"
Did they see my big ass axe?
What did you say? 8?
Rinlet is an 8 initiative.
Oh, mine's also an 8.
Mine is a 12.
Ranger Joe is an 8. And Kabar is a 12.
Yes.
We're still waking up.
Yeah.
Right.
No, that's so cool. Thug? Oh. Any?
Are they human?
Do they look human?
Oh.
I don't know what any of that just meant.
That one doesn't.
Yeah. You're pretty sure they're all humans or some mutt.
What? That's rude.
I know, right? I'm just a jerk. I'm the worst.
DM's not supposed to say that.
Mudbloods, all of you. Not like us pure bloods.
Yes.
Alright, so the great sword. Thug sword and shield. Thug longsword fist. Archer. Pew. He lets off a warning shot to try to corral the gorgon. And it hits. He deals 2 points of damage to it.
Wait, was that him trying to miss it?
Yeah.
Victory.
Kabar, you're up.
Neat.
Wrestle it to the ground.
Grapple it.
Seriously.
Can't be that strong.
Look at that. It's all armor.
Just grab it by the horns and do a backflip with it.
I'm going to do a pushing attack. Oh wait, is this large? Okay. Okay.
You can
So
still do it versus
still do it.
even though it even has 4 feet.
That's something that matters.
Oh shit.
This is a good start.
Oh shit.
Killing their animal.
Critical.
Nice.
I have to remember all the shit I do. Okay.
All of them? Don't you just
Well,
One additional.
empty the bag into the The dice box?
Well, not only... Okay, there's the
Yeah.
2 additional damage die.
Doesn't your axe do something?
Then the axe does some weird shit.
Are you using the axe now?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm so excited.
Oh, Jesus.
The axe just gives you an extra attack against someone nearby. It lets you cleave.
Oh, man.
So that doesn't do you any good. But you do
bummer.
get the +2 damage from it, but that doesn't get doubled. So it's 1d10 plus 1d10. No, sorry,
No, it's
1d12.
1d12.
1d12. 1d12, because you get an
Three
extra die.
1d12s.
3 1d12s.
Do you have enough of those?
There's another... Oh, okay, maybe I'm thinking of the other sword. The other sword was a 3d6 necrotic.
So
Damn
it's just 3d12, reroll 1s and 2s,
Plus 7.
plus 7.
Wait, don't you have the... Is it pushing attack? So it's superior
Oh, yeah, it's pushing
Oh, plus another d8.
d8.
But doesn't that double it because it's a die?
Yes. So plus 2d8.
Jesus Christ. Okay. I have a feeling I'm missing something. But that's okay. That's fine. I think that's enough. Jesus.
Yeah, I think that's enough. I think that's everything.
First hit.
Nice. You roll 1s.
Just the weapon damage die, not your superiority die.
I thought you said double superiority die.
No, you only reroll the
But
ones.
you only reroll the d12s. You don't reroll the ones on the d8s.
It was a 1.
It was 1. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, Great Weapon Master just lets you reroll your weapon damage die.
It's okay, you rolled a 12 and an 11.
I did 23, 24, 20,
I'm sorry, not
Shit
great.
away from our eyes.
27,
That's the fighting style that gives you that.
35 damage. 35 damage.
That's it.
Including your plus strength?
Oh, no. Okay, 42 damage.
That's a lot of damage.
So how much was that?
42 damage.
42.
And then, does he have to make a strength check to see if he
I got
gets
a
pushed?
15.
Uh,
So versus your athletics. No, it's versus your save. So whatever your save is.
my strength save?
Basically, so it's your
Sorry.
8 plus proficiency plus your strength modifier.
Oh. That's only 8.
It's 16.
Where do you get that? I'm sorry.
So 8 plus 2. No, 8 plus 3. Because
3.
that's our thing.
11, and then
Plus
plus your
5.
modifier. Okay, so 16.
Okay, so he's pushed back 10 feet. From the force of the blow, he just goes, "Ugh."
Oh man.
Is 15 feet?
Oh, 15 feet.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Jesus, we have enough attack.
All right.
Okay.
Jonathan needs to
You wanna
take off the
fin-
helmet tracker because
Jonathan, what are you
you
doing?
didn't bring a random druid with you this time. All right, the crossbowmen.
Shit himself.
He gets to a better vantage point. No.
That's a better vantage point?
Yeah.
Oh, can you shoot that far?
Yeah.
Oh,
Crossbows have a long range.
that seems like a long way.
Crossbows have a really long range.
Renla.
I miss it.
Okay.
That's pretty
I'm
cool.
going
No,
to
longbow
cast
is a really, really long.
hypnotic pattern. So 30-foot cube centered on him, and he's got to
I'm gonna cast mage hand.
make a wisdom saving throw.
No one knows.
And if he fails, he's charmed. And while charmed by the
Use it
spell,
to
the
scratch
creature
an
is
itch on your back.
incapacitated and has a speed of 0.
Oh, yes. How amazing. Oh, this is what it's like to be a wizard. Oh. My mage hand scratch my
Okay.
itch.
He is charmed. He just stands there in a stupor trying to figure out what's going on. Okay. Ranger Joe.
Wow. I'm going to also protect our hippogriffs. 30. 35.
If he damages him, is he still charmed? Oh.
If he takes damage, the charm is broken.
Do I know he's charmed? I would know, right? In other words, like,
I don't think you've ever seen Renla cast this spell before.
No, you've never seen me cast this spell. If you look at it, if you were aiming at it, you'd probably notice that it was totally dazed. But maybe.
Perfect opportunity to hit it.
Yeah.
Right. Well,
I
he's
figured-
probably looking dazed.
I just
anyway.
wanted to cast my new spell. That's it.
It's up to you.
I'm trying to think what Joe knows right now about the situation.
I'll
Not a
tell
whole
you.
lot.
Is this
I'll tell you what Joe
a
knows.
beast or an animal?
Neither one.
Oh.
Well, beast is an animal in this game.
So I
It's a
was.
celestial.
Beasts are normal animals.
Would you understand like how animals kind of act in certain situations?
Oh, I don't care about the being charmed.
Yeah.
Like, am I going to try to help the thugs?
Okay.
Like, is he going to attack it all willy
So
nilly?
this is definitely not like a normal animal because it's like it's like iron plated
Oh my god!
and it breathes. When it snorts, green gas comes out of it.
Breathes poo gas.
All right, I'm going to. I'm actually going to stay there. I'm going to shout like, "Keep that thing away from our hippogriffs," and because it seems like they're trying to catch it. Right, I can get that already. And then I'm just going to hold my action if I can.
Okay.
And if it makes a move towards the hippogriffs, I'm going to shoot it.
Shoot it.
Yes.
Okay. Pole arm guard.
So they get one round to
He's gonna pull out his javelin.
get this to work. I like my mountains.
Wait, did we tell them not to attack?
Nope.
I said nothing. I cast the spell and then
He's going to lob his javelin at the gorgon to see if he can distract it.
No, I mean,
I don't remember.
The
no,
javelin
magic doesn't. It's not supposed to.
slowly
Right.
flies just in front of the gorgon's face for 3 points of damage. And the creature is no longer dazed. With that, it
it's
snorts in monstrous rage.
Shit.
Good timing. Pole arm guard.
It backs up and then rushes you, trying to gore you.
Does that trigger my action? I mean, I said towards the hippogriffs. But...
Towards the hippogriffs. I mean, technically it's going towards the hippogriffs. It's just going into Gabar, not into the hippogriffs. So, yeah, it does. I would say it triggers your action. Because you said towards the hippogriffs.
I did say towards, yeah.
You didn't say if it attacked the hippogriffs or it passed you or anything. Or past Gabar. You said if it goes towards the hippogriffs, which it did, so yeah.
Okay. I'm going to shoot it. This gives me both my attacks, right?
No, just one. Ready's only give you one attack.
Okay. 20. Sorry, 22.
That is a hit.
I didn't do my second attack.
Nope.
You didn't.
No, you didn't.
I just
So
realized
busy
that.
pushing out of the way that you just kind of stood there, standing triumphantly.
Oh well. I forget. It's still early. I haven't woken up yet.
That's right.
Kabar
Alright,
hasn't
here's the
woken up.
question. So you have sneak attack. No, I would have shot him before he got to Kabar.
Yeah, you would have shot him like as soon as he started moving.
9 points of damage.
All right.
Piercing.
Oh. All right, Kabar.
Patch on the
Here's
back with
all
light
for the
range.
big monies.
This is gonna hurt.
That is a 22 to hit.
Nope. Yes, it is. Real funny joke, I know.
Wow, those are some really
Oh my God.
depressing damage rolls.
Now I don't know which one is Kabar, which one
this
is the
only one
bull.
was.
They're all mixed together now.
So he gores you for 16 points of damage,
Oh my god.
and then you need to make a
It's-
strength saving throw, DC 16.
Physical, right? Physical damage?
Yes, so you'll take
13.
damage.
Okay.
It's your armor class.
Oh god, what am I doing?
Sorry, I just
I'm
happened to see you do that.
struggling so bad right now. I'm like half awake.
It was a big week for all of us.
I'm just tired, dude. I'm getting over this cold and it's been a long week. Okay, 14.
So that's a fail.
Fuck.
So he knocks you prone, and then he stomps on you with his hooves.
Oof.
So he has advantage on the second attack. Because you're
Should have
prone.
seen that coming.
Jesus.
Wow, it's a good thing you got advantage because I rolled a 3 and a 14. Alright, so the 14 hits you with a 20 again, and then he hooves you for the hooves damage.
He's pissed.
He bludgeon. Wow, he is. He just sits there and stomps you for 23 points of damage.
Holy shit.
You take 20. Well, he just sits there dancing on your face.
Ouch.
Holy shit, it's a fact that I would be
He was incapacitated, guys.
I'm on my back. I can't get up.
And the thug in the back kind of sits there and waves his mace around, and he says, we got him corralled now, guys.
What is this Joker that he's gonna do? Seriously. Did he just see what happened? What the hell is this guy's... I'm sorry, okay.
Guy with the great sword goes up. Well, I just want to get in the face. And he kind of whacks it with the broadside of his blade and says, I got it, guys. No, he doesn't. Roll a 3.
What's this guy's problem?
What are they trying to...
The guy with the shield comes up from the side.
I have a feeling we're gonna end up killing all of these thugs.
I think so too.
I cast Fireball.
And he misses for...
You're not me anymore, Joe.
We cast Leonard's Hut again and just
So
go
then the
back
guy
to
with
sleep.
the fist comes up and he's like, alright, we got him surrounded.
You can't come in. We should have just stayed in there and watched this whole thing happen.
But the
No, the
hypocrites... That makes for some pretty interesting...
Because we don't have any
Stuff you
horses
can
now,
do.
we need these hippogriffs.
Yeah, and I don't have the ability right now to learn.
Archer
Fine,
whacks
of course,
the
Oh, you don't have the materials now?
Gorgon with
I don't
a
have
bow
materials
shot
right now.
We
for
can
3
write
points of
that.
damage. Kabar, you're back up. Or at least it's your turn.
So getting up would be my action.
I got
No, that's half your movement.
Oh, I got calm emotions.
I stagger up. Oh, shit. Ow. And I'm going to do another pushing attack. Very original, I know. And I'm going to remember to do my second attack as well. Which is just going to be a regular attack. You. 16 and 18.
16 misses. And the 18 misses. Nice.
You shooting me?
No.
It's a big thing made out of armor, man.
Oh, it's just-
That's why they've been missing almost every attack they've made.
oh.
The only one that can hit this thing is the archer, it seems like.
Action surge.
Sure.
Okay, this one's got a hit. Okay, 25.
25. That is a hit.
Okay, I'm gonna try the superiority die thing. Pushing attack again. And I'm also gonna use my Orcish Fury, the extra die, damage die.
Ooh. Blown out
He's
multiple
mad, dude.
stops.
He's very angry.
Nobody pushes me down.
Okay, 13, 15 plus 7, 22 points of damage. Yeah, and then you have to do your strength save.
Alright. 22 points of damage. And my strength save of 16.
Right,
So I made it. Because I rolled a 16. Or I got a 16.
okay. Fair enough.
Aha! Is that both your double attack, your extra attacks? Did you attack twice again?
Is an action surge?
It's a full.
Okay, I'm
Action
sorry.
Surge gives you all your attacks all over again. That's why it's so ridiculous.
Oh wait, do it. Yeah, that's a miss. It's only 13.
Okay. Crossbowman.
killed Kabar.
He hits.
The crossbowman?
Crossbowman hits the gorgon for 3 points of damage. Renlith, you're up.
Going to polymorph it into a turtle.
Shit, can you do that?
It's a wisdom saving.
Doesn't seem very wise.
Why not?
I got a 14.
He's a turtle.
Shit.
Now just take your fucking beast.
Is it an armored turtle?
Nope, it just transforms into a turtle. Has the brain of a turtle until someone drops it down to 0.
Is it still hostile?
It's a turtle. I mean, it's a hostile turtle. It's not a snapping turtle. It's just like a turtle. I didn't want anything that could get away.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
Such an amazing spell.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, if I ever become a
It's a shapeshifter! What the hell?
Nice,
Kabar.
nice hit, Kabar. You turned into a turtle.
Wow, this axe is really good.
So it turns into the turtle, and they all just kind of crowd around it, looking at it, and then they all turn to Kabar. What the hell did you do to our gorgon?
Hey, imbecile!
I don't think I did that.
And we look.
I turned your gorgon to a turtle so that you can take it and restrain it however you need to. It was obviously going to kill all of you. Now be gone.
We were just gonna take it. We were just surrounding it. We were ready. Now, what are we gonna do with this turtle?
It'll change back into your gorgon. This will give you time to gather yourselves and not die.
How can we be sure it's gonna turn back? You just turned it into a turtle.
You have 2 options. You can wait, or you can kill it, and it will turn back into its angry, armored, bullish form.
Or we can turn you all into turtles.
Give me a persuasion
Nice. Good call.
I say that. Does that give him advantage?
12.
check. Really terribly.
I do threaten to turn them all into turtles. Can I assist him?
Well, that's intimidating.
Yeah, it's a little bit.
It's not persuading.
I've got an intimidation up
I don't
my
have-
sleeve too. They're not buying.
I'm
it.
pretty good at intimidation on paper, but every time I try it, it's just a
I'm not gonna just
Train
shoot this thing with an arrow so it turns back into a
after we leave.
I don't know. You might have just ruined our gorgon. How can we be sure it's going to turn back into a gorgon instead of be a turtle?
Listen, you guys you were about to be dead. You guys had no chance against this.
Let me ask you this question. Why were you chasing a gorgon?
That's none of your business. Well, it got out. Yeah, it got out.
Got out of what?
Its pin.
You work for a zoo?
Tell you what, put it back in its pen, and then you can kill the turtle, and then if it doesn't turn into a gorgon, you can come and talk to me. But now you need to leave before I lose my temper with you fools.
What do you mean, come and talk to you? We see those hippogriffs. So, hey,
No, they
you want
don't.
to sell a hippogriff?
Wait,
Kabar,
didn't
stand back.
Didn't you put the
Kabar!
the illusion?
Stand back. Things are about to get real.
You don't have to yell at me. God. Not my dad.
This conversation's turning explosive.
You know my real dad.
So, you want to sell us one of your hippogriffs?
You have 5 seconds
How much?
to take your turtle and leave before
This guy's an head.
I blow all of you up. You've
Doesn't have
interrupted my
breakfast.
sleep.
Very angry.
Before his morning.
1.
Give me an intimidate.
Can I help him on that?
I don't think it's going to be necessary.
Can I? Oh, okay.
26.
All right.
Oh shit.
They
Or
grumble.
24.
They grumble, and they say, "Fine, fine.
Leave.
Shit, with that roll, I'm about to leave. I'm so sorry, Breathless. I'm sorry.
Idiots.
I did my best.
You did amazingly. I can't imagine you striking any harder with
Oh,
that first attack.
you're calling them idiots.
They're idiots. I'm not going to call you an idiot, Kabar.
I'm going to use my ranger-like abilities and calm down the hippogriffs. Hating every moment of this. And the animals can sense
Just
it.
chill the fuck out.
Okay,
Oh, God.
give me that animal handling.
Okay.
Oh, fuck. 3.
Oh, God.
They just kind of sit there and they snap at you. And they kind of claw at the ground. But now that the Gorgon's out, they eventually calm down, but you seem to not help. They seem just more agitated with you being there.
Yeah.
You get the feeling they don't like you since you make them ride. Carry you all over the creation.
Mine likes me.
Do you know how heavy you
I
are?
named him.
Yes, you did maim him by riding him so hard.
Named. That too.
He's the one with the big bow in its back.
His name is Leonard.
You got like 6 weapons dangling off of you and striking the horse or this thing with like every step.
Just farting on it the whole way there.
Unfortunately, I think it would be wise for us to set up shifts
Also, it keeps
for the
getting
rest
hit
of
in
the
face.
evening.
No, this isn't dawn.
I thought it was morning.
Yeah, it's dawn.
Oh, is
It's
it?
dawn. Yeah, yeah.
Ugh.
I've been awake for 4
And
hours.
then it just
I only
appear in the
got-
middle of the night.
I only got 8 hours of sleep. And my hut is gone now.
At least we don't have to stay in guard now.
Do you,
Well-
do you need a nap?
I'll try and take a nap when I'm on the hippogriff, I suppose.
That makes sense.
Do you want me to lash you down, or
I'll manage Kabar, thank you.
Alright, so we just take off.
you haven't even eaten yet?
Oh, right.
It's always eating with you.
I probably
Why do you keep looking at the hippogriffs?
that bull would have been.
Dude, seriously, after we arrive, we can try eating one.
Sorry, Daniel. I'm sure you,
Oh, God.
I'm sure you wanted a fun fight with all of them.
No,
But I just turned him into a turtle and said, fuck off.
There's probably some like
That works.
exotic zoo.
that was going to work
Something.
however you guys handled it. I wasn't even sure until I remembered that there were hippogriffs sitting outside of your thing. I wasn't even sure if you were going to care.
Yeah, that was literally the only reason. Otherwise, we would have just like watched it from
That
inside.
would have been hilarious, dude, to see these guys try.
We just concentrated rolling and people are getting picked off.
While we're just eating our breakfast.
It's fun.
I would have had it. One of the guys fall down directly next to it and just reach out and be like, just stare off into the space and then just get his face gored.
Some guy gets slammed into the dome. Doom.
And then we kill it at the very end where it has 5 HP.
Right off.
Yeah.
One covers it.
EverQuest style.
Oh my god.
Well,
Do you guys want some good berries, some rations? Do you want me to go hunt down some rabbits?
I'll have a good berry. I'm just waiting to get to Solatris to get a good meal.
Yeah, I say we don't linger too long. I think these guys are gonna screw up somehow, and they'll be carrying the turtle and then accidentally kill it. And
Alright. I cast good berries.
So, other than that, the only interesting thing you see is the next day, towards the end of the day, when you're bedding down for the night, or looking for a place to stop, you see off in the distance to the south, quite a ways away, pinpoints of what looks to be numerous campfires.
Who sees this? Everyone or me?
Whoever
It doesn't matter.
notices
I'm
to look,
going
it
to
doesn't
wave
really
at anyone
matter.
else to point. I don't know why I asked. So,
Campfires?
campfires. Campfire. Oh, I guess that message. Campfires. Great. So the only response I got back was and a sniff. I could do so much with this. How many campfires?
Dozens.
Oh no,
That's
we
not
don't.
good.
Yeah, we know we don't go.
No.
No, that's a war campfire.
How close are we to Solatris?
Still a ways away. You're about halfway.
So we're flying north of like that second lake thing.
Yes.
We're flying through Florix Basin.
Yeah, you're a little past Florix Basin.
Okay.
If possible,
You're like on the S.
We can get closer if you want to just scope it out.
one of us should fly slightly lower. If you can control it as such.
My hippogriff is probably
To
flying
get,
lower.
to get there's a whole bunch of campfires under where we're flying right now.
No, not under.
Oh, in the
Wait,
distance.
It's like you're guessing out hour or two
Is it out of the way?
south.
You want to see whose army it is?
Is it an army-sized group of campfires?
So we're like around here.
Dozens of campfires,
So it's
Ooh.
here somewhere.
kind of all along the horizon south of you.
Yeah. Are we visible from the ground?
Not
Okay.
really.
What if we were directly above?
If you were directly above them, probably.
Would it look like they wouldn't be able to see us on the hippogriffs? Do hippogriffs just naturally fly? I mean, I'm sure they.
Yeah.
We've seen them. No, we saw something else. We saw griffins.
You've seen griffins.
Yeah.
Griffins or hippogriffs and griffins are not like completely uncommon. They're not as common out in the middle of the grasslands.
Okay. That was what I was going to ask.
Prairie, essentially, because there's not really any cover for them here other than trees. So they wouldn't be normal, but if they were just traveling, they travel.
I
Sorry.
just want to get to Solatris.
You just have to hope that it doesn't attract attention to you, or they don't decide to shoot them down for food.
Well, we already know that the enemy army is heading east, and this is the direction. So this is either the enemy army or a friendly army, and if we know either of those things, it's not really going to change much.
Oh, yeah, we don't need to stop it for any.
Right. And if we go to a city and they're like, I wonder if there's an army coming, we already know the answer is yes, there is an army coming.
Is it okay? Are we like? Is this how you play D&D? Are we like cheating by asking you these questions out of character? Like, is this knowledge that we wouldn't have normally? Like, or
So stuff like this, it's normally a combination of what would your characters know and remember, based on what your player actually remembers.
Okay.
Since your character's encountering this stuff day in, day out, whereas you are playing, once a month or however often.
okay,
So a lot of stuff, even if you personally don't remember or can't think of, your character may remember just because they're in the thick of it all the time and they're battle hardened and things like that.
okay. Because I'm just wondering. I mean, if Kabar would know these things you're saying. Like,
Yes, basically everything that I've said, you guys would know.
okay, cool.
You would know this is most likely, and you kind of already came to the conclusion you think it's some sort of army. You don't know if it's good army or bad army, and yes, you can't tell that from here.
Okay.
And what I'm answering your questions, yes, Kabar would know.
Okay, cool.
And like even like this conversation that we're having, we could be having this over like an hour.
Yeah.
And like talking minute
Oh.
details, but like
So like,
for sake of brevity and us actually talking to each other, like yeah.
so like you would know that hippogriffs aren't naturally in this grasslands usually,
Right.
And you'd be relaying that to. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, or some,
That's-
like someone might know it.
Normally, when I tell you guys something like that, it's because one of your characters would know that.
Okay, cool.
It's not just I'm saying yes. Dragons like to eat chicken
Dragons
because
love tacos.
that's the secret to the plot point. And if you feed the dragon chicken, it will explode because it's allergic.
And part of his
I have
job,
to write that.
and part of his job as the DM is to tell us like you don't know that.
Yeah.
Stop acting on the knowledge that you have.
Yeah.
Obviously,
You guys are really good about not using it in out of character knowledge.
Yeah.
Like you guys are a lot better than most people about
Try not
using
to
out of
meta
character.
game too much.
well, I mean,
Takes away
Chris doesn't
from
have a
the fun.
choice, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is fairly.
This is all natural.
My vote is we keep going. I'm not.
no, yeah, I don't think we would
Should
gain
we
anything.
fly around them?
They're already out of the way.
Yeah, it would take us a
They're
couple
like-
hours to
oh,
get there.
They're
Yeah.
like an hour to 3 hours south of you. Fly.
Okay. Please.
So they're pretty. That's why I said they're on the distance. You can see that there's a bunch of.
So we're around here somewhere.
Okay.
So they're like south of us, whatever that is,
Okay.
by a couple hours.
Okay.
I don't know exactly where we are. Joe does because he has the whole map memorized. But
Gotcha. I get that gist.
Yeah.
Should we Should we take intel? Or do we need intel on these guys?
Take a mental image of what you see, and if somebody is interested, guard captain or something like that, we can give a report.
Sure.
Is it visible to see which direction they're heading? Or we know they're heading east, right?
Well, you're a soldier, right?
Yes.
So.
Well, that's only influence. According to the handbook, it says my soldier background gives me influence on my former army.
Right, but I'm saying
I don't think applies with this backstory.
But I'm saying what
It doesn't do you a lot of good.
No.
Unless you go back to your tribe or try to influence some of your tribe members if someone tries to come and attack you. So
but you might be able to gain the
it
most
could do you some good.
information by staring at something like this. Like staring at something like the number of campfires, you would have a better idea of what that represents.
Dude, I do have.
You have to remember that you're a noble.
I do have. Where is it? Know your enemy.
I use mine all the time.
What is your background?
Outlander. I memorize maps. I can find food anywhere except for the desert, apparently.
Well, you did find those crunchy scorpions.
But also with me, it's noble, but not really, because
Yeah, but it's still a background part.
it is. Yeah.
Trust me, it'll come back and it'll actually come into play quite a bit.
Can I
This
use?
next town?
Can I use know your enemy from this range? It's the
no, you
Battle
can't.
Master perk.
That's to study them or something like that.
Yeah, you get to know details.
No, literally all you can see is fire.
Oh, okay.
You can't get any
In my head, it was like
detail
an airplane flight, so I was like having like an arch.
You would have to get a lot
I just
closer.
realized I was doing that.
Okay. All right, and then I guess it's not a huge deal at the moment. It's your call, Joe.
Oh, right, because I'm the leader. No, we'll keep going. I don't think we can gain anything, unless you think we can gain something by looking at them. But besides the fact that it's an army, I don't know what else we could learn by flying closer.
It's kind of risky.
I made a slight note of the approximate number of campfires that I see, and a general.
I like that you whipped out this.
No, a mental note, man. A mental note. I'm not trying to pull out my map and make a mark on my map, but just for general reference. I don't know exactly where we are. I'm just thinking.
So, Joe makes a mental image exactly where we are in the map because that's his thing.
Nice.
And I told you that you were above the S.
Yeah, you said it was
space
below
like
the
that.
S somewhere.
Above the S.
Oh, it was above the S? We're above the S.
No, you're above the S.
That was
it's
below
somewhere.
the S.
It's hard to say because distances are really squished, I guess, on this map because it's a huge amount of miles on this map. So it's a distance that's probably you couldn't even really say it on the map.
Okay.
Sure.
For Renless's part, you just.
You might as well just say it's just slightly below you on the map.
That's actually kind of worrying, though. If that's the bad guys. That's a lot further east than I thought they would be.
Yeah.
Well, Nebraska is only a little bit west of you. From where you are right now, Nebraska's
Was a little bit west of us.
Nebraska was 2 or 3 days ride west of you.
We should have stayed for a month.
I'm sure.
Help rebuild that town. All right, we continue on.
Okay.
I don't think that's our style.
So other than that, between your
That's what
your
we
bubble,
developed our style.
at night the most you hear is some wolves or some rustling of trash raccoons, trash pandas, things like that. Forest creatures. There's not a whole lot. You're pretty much in the wilderness. People are definitely not just traveling this way at night, especially. During the day, you can see people along the roads, but it's pretty rare. But you're in the air, so it doesn't really matter. So about the 8th day of travel, you get a message from the mage at Castle Cirrus. And the message is very short, and it just says, "What have I done?"
That's not ominous at all. That's it.
That's it.
So I got a message from Didrium.
Didgeridoo.
Didrium.
Kool-Aid.
What have I done? What? Can you tell us?
I shouldn't have sold you that component pouch.
I'm going to try and respond.
I knew there would be the
And
two.
say- I don't know. What have you done? stupid vague message.
Wait, can you respond?
Yeah,
I
you can
just
respond.
did.
But I think it's a one-time send, so
Yeah.
you would have to cast it again to
would have
send
to,
another more
Well,
useful message.
Worth it, right?
Yeah, I'm not going to waste my mental breath on anything more.
I can do this every day. I can do this anytime I want.
Well, you can.
Oh, the messaging?
Yes.
Cool.
It's a cantrip.
So I'm just going to yell to everybody. Yeah, message you can't get a response. I don't think. Sending you can.
I think no messaging.
You can
Messaging
do that?
Yeah.
Message is just like across the room.
Yeah.
Whereas sending is
Okay.
anywhere.
Okay. So yeah.
Wait, you can do that, Jim? Can you try and talk into the mage guy?
Oh no.
No, he can't talk that
Oh.
far.
Okay.
That's another spell entirely.
So
So
I need to figure out.
I relate this message that I just got to them. I don't know what happens. Hopefully he gets back in touch with me.
I knew he should have broke his legs.
Well, Didrium said, "What have I done?" Not anything else, which makes me think that he's made some sort of mistake.
I can't imagine what that could be.
Imagine
Related to.
any number of things that a foolish wizard might do in the search of knowledge. I told you, they're not that smart.
I can reach 120 feet through anything because I know you guys.
Cool.
And you can respond.
That makes ignoring
awesome.
you so much more difficult.
Hey, hey,
And now I'm also going to hear all your responses.
hey.
Oh, he's not responding. I'm going to tap you with my invisible hand. Did you hear me?
Jesus.
Did you hear me?
Annoying.
Polymorph into a rabbit. Oh, into a wolf.
And I fall out of the sky. I can't cast Featherfall.
It's okay, because when you land, some of the damage, like for the 12 hit points that you have, no problem. It's just everything after that hurts you.
Does it? So it carries over.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But once you land, you can think about how nice Featherfall would have been.
You can think about what you've done.
Kill me. I'm only using message to communicate through the wind of the air. It's probably getting really old because you guys probably can't talk to each other.
Nope.
Okay, so other than that, day 9 rolls around. You're almost Solatris. You've basically gotten to where you're. You're basically hitting the edge of the mountain range, so you can see the mountains now. There's basically a cobblestone road leading around the mountains. Other than that, you pretty sure you can get there tomorrow. There's also a lake in the distance. It's very large.
That makes sense.
Rinlith gets another message from Didrian.
You get another message.
Yay! This time it's a lot longer. This elf creature is a menace. He is never satisfied, but it casts strange spells of arcane and divine nature. I hate him.
Oh, okay.
So he's just annoying.
So my response is...
We know that already.
Right, yeah, we're good.
My response will be...
Please stop calling me.
We understand that he is annoying and frustrating. But have you learned anything yet? P.S. We hate him too.
New film review. This.
Colon, close parentheses.
Yeah, that'll be one of those /HTMLs.
Alright. Day 10.
I don't know why you can't insert JavaScript into these messages.
Hey, person who knows something about cities. This guy.
Yeah.
So how do we arrive at a city of this size with hippogriffs? Should we go like way outside the borders, land in the middle with
Stop
style?
a couple 100 feet outside the main gate
Okay.
and make the rest of the way up. Introduce ourselves to the guards and make our entrance.
Okay. That's a hell of an entrance, but I like that.
Flashy.
And then we turn around and we slap the butts of the get out.
Yeah.
And then we
You just
walk up,
waiting to do that.
slap the butt of my hippogriff.
That's right.
Every time they're not looking.
So,
I slap the butt.
That's juice.
In the final days, we
You
managed
just wanted to spank griffins.
booty.
we managed long rests in between that
Yeah, we've been.
organ thing and this now. So
And I need to
This is like 5 days later.
emphasize that I meant that as like a punishment for the griffins, like not any other
Mhm.
awkward way.
Punishment's a strange thing with Joe, though. You're talking about the guy.
I
with
hate
2
you
daggers
because
in
I
his
love you.
shoes, 2 daggers in his boots and way more weight than he can reasonably carry.
Always forget that about Joe.
He's always in pain.
I trimmed it down though. Like I only have like 6 weapons on my belt now, and only two hunting traps hanging off my backpack.
What about your
We're all
bagpipe?
making progress, aren't we?
Bagpipes. Don't forget about your bagpipes.
Also, he may have given up on being more human. Humans were worthless too. Jesus, that's all he's learned since we've been on this trip. Oh god, humans aren't any better. You know who you can look out for?
What?
These are
Red
lots
light.
of hours, lots of messages. Hey, you know who we can look out for?
Renlith.
Yourself.
Just look out for Renlith and everything else will work itself out.
If Ringlet's okay, then everybody's okay.
Exactly.
Because he can cast Revivify. Oh wait. Nothing can I, but you know.
Did you have a
I
revivify
want to
skill?
turn into a turtle. Don't encourage.
Don't you? Yeah, you do.
There, see? You can cast revivify.
Yeah, that's
You're
what
the
I'm
most
saying.
important.
Yeah.
So it's all about.
Once you get through your sorcerer points, like you're worthless.
I still have a vial of that blue numbing stuff,
Oh, so mean.
and I'm willing to feed more to you.
This didn't work before, but god damn it, you have to try again.
To build a
With the health
tolerance.
potions, all these health potions. It's probably the mummy curse again.
Oh, God.
All right, so we do that.
Joe, are we there yet? Goodness.
We just landed.
Oh, let me get up then.
I'm assuming we landed. Or
I
we're dead.
spend most of the time on the hippogriff. This is kind of like laying down.
You land on the 10th day on the outskirts of Solatris,
About 100 feet or meters from the front gate.
100 meters from the front gate is all around farmland and roads. This is a large city. There's a huge wall around the city proper. Around that are farmlands and peasant houses for quite a distance. So if you want to land them inconspicuously, you're going to have to land them.
No,
Good
we're
lookout.
we're landing like whatever the front gate is, right?
Okay.
And then like the path that leads away from the front gate. We're like pretty much at the end of that. Like the guards can see us land.
Okay.
Yeah,
In that case, there are crossbows getting trained on you
Okay.
as you're approaching.
Don't worry, this has happened before to us.
But we're still gonna land like 200 feet away.
Yeah.
Or 100 feet away. Or wait, I'm trying to think.
Well, what I
Spacious.
told you originally,
What's the range
when
of
you
a
asked
crossbow?
me this question, is we would land 250 feet
God,
away.
I wish he wrote this on a map. Then I would remember what he said.
Not so that we're inconspicuous, but just so that
We're
the
not
guards
attacking
have
them
enough
with-
time
Yeah.
to identify that we are not a threat.
Yeah, we're going directly to the ground. And then we instantly get
So
off.
you're in range of the crossbows,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and they fire.
Okay.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, okay. But we're still gonna land, and we're still just going to start walking towards. I am going to cast Mage Armor. Just because I'm not interested in taking
I'm going to
damage.
duck.
It's okay, they're going directly for the hippogriffs.
Sure.
Oh, shit.
It's okay.
that's
They're
fine.
gone anyway.
Leonard!
Luckily, they're at long distance.
Mm-hmm.
So one of the hippogriffs gets hit for 7 points of damage.
Wow.
And then another 7 crossbow bolts
Could have just
fly
jumped off
into the air.
All this.
And
Had been even more style. They would be aiming at us at that point.
you hear what sound to be the bells ringing.
Oh, Jesus.
And guards screaming and yelling.
God damn it, Joe. How long would it take to walk?
I'm not the city person. I don't. We just calmly walk towards the gate and hope they don't hit us. I guess. Do we want to like raise our hands?
When I get into yelling range?
Oh, we also don't care about the hippogriffs.
No, the hippogriffs are gone.
Who cared about the
Well, I mean, like if they're not leaving, we're not like forcing them to leave.
No.
I don't think. I'm not.
I'm not concerned about the hippogriffs. I figured this was the last we were going to see of them. I don't think we
I'm
formed any special bond with them.
to pull the arrow out of the hippogriff that got hit.
That's nice.
Okay.
I mean, this is Jonathan's hippogriffs, right?
No, it's
And-
just some hippogriffs that he.
Aren't they his hippogriffs? Didn't he like loan them out to us?
Yeah, but they're just gonna leave. He told us they're just gonna leave us.
Back to him, right?
Maybe. I don't know.
Okay, if someone loaned you their car, right? And he came back with an arrow in it.
Well, it's nice that you pulled out the bolt, but I don't know how to. If
So-
somebody fired a bolt into a wagon, the wagon isn't going to heal itself.
So there's a dozen guards that are marching towards you, and the heavy crossbowmen are
Please let me talk.
trained on the wall as well.
So I'm walking.
When does he ever let us astray?
I'm walking
Right now.
in front, like this.
I mimic everything he
And
does.
when I get into speaking range, essentially yelling range, I just say, "We're no threat. I'm Renlith, the end of House Thien from Sapphire City. We've come here to rest and speak with your leadership. The hippogriffs were our fast transportation, and they are now gone. It's our deepest apologies for alarming and alerting you in such a fashion."
There's no aerial travel allowed within 400 feet of Solatris gates.
Was there a sign?
There is.
Oh, in the air?
No.
We didn't know. Is this a new
Ignorance
policy?
is not.
We
Okay.
are more than happy to take it up with your lawmaster and suffer the consequences for this trespass.
I'm not.
I'm sure that we can come to a reasonable accord.
Give me a, I guess persuasion.
This is diplomacy, boy. We don't give.
This is the
17.
part where we just.
Okay. The guard that's de facto
Start
in
working
charge
out.
kind of looks around and says, "Well, I guess there's no harm other than just the disturbing the peace. And you guys seem a nice enough fellows, and if you're noble and all,
Is
we
he?
just need you to pay a fine then for disturbing the peace."
Of course, that's entirely understandable, and again, our apologies. As I understand, in all laws, ignorance is no excuse.
Don't cause any more trouble.
Why'd you look at me when.
If we hear
said that.
if we hear about your names causing trouble in town again, then well, there'll be more trouble for you.
I appreciate that you're doing your job.
Don't
However,
make me put my helmet on.
What do you mean?
what we're doing right now is really testing me. I bring out my
Always do that.
scroll of pedigree and hand it
Always.
to him. If you could please direct me to your lawmaster or your house of nobles.
I said that today, actually. At work.
The matter of the fee that'll be 6 gold.
I like
Well,
that.
I'd
I
like
think
to
we're
pay that to
actually
your
talking
lawmaster.
behind his back as he's trying to be like all charismatic person.
We're just.
What is your name, young man?
I'm sorry.
Your name
Why do you need my name?
for discussion when I pay the fine and to explain what a fine job you are doing.
You kind of glance shiftily at the
Honestly,
other
he sounds
guards.
like a jerk.
Well, maybe we can
Even
overlook
if, like,
this
even if he's
time.
genuine, like, I can't tell if he's
Just
genuine
don't
or
cause
he's
any more
just an
trouble
ass.
again, alright?
Certainly would not want to
How is
cause
he
you
so
any
persuasive?
trouble, sir.
Alright, well, what you're looking for is the Temple District. Middle of town. Can't miss the council building.
Very good. Thank you. And once again, I apologize. I hope that you have an uneventful day. One thing that I do want to note, I don't know the situation in town, but as a guard, I'm sure you are appraised of looming threats. On our flight here, we did...
There's no threats to Solatris. That's what the Knights of Solatris are for. No worries, citizen. Move along.
I take back my scroll and walk nose up in the noblest of ways.
My hands are still raised.
You can put your hands down now.
Are we still mimicking him? My nose raised.
That's good. Very good.
No, your helmet's not designed for that.
I can't breathe.
All right, I need.
Oh yeah.
That's
City time.
That's huge.
I'm scared. How many hotels are here?
I bet there's 2 hotels each with 4 rooms.
Just stay with me and don't talk unless you know what you need to say. I don't.
We can't talk.
Keep your talking to a minimum.
So,
Oh.
okay. I'm so glad you have new advice every day for us.
Just stop talking.
Oh.
Renleth is in city mode now.
Don't talk to anybody. If they bump into you, bump back harder. Don't make eye contact with anyone. Don't drop money on their bums. They'll just ask for more.
Don't make them look bad.
Smack any children you can.
Don't look like tourists.
Please
Okay,
don't.
so you guys
please
are
don't
entering
embarrass me.
through the main gate.
Please don't, yeah.
So, main things about Solatris that you notice is huge wall covers the basically protects the city proper. They quickly basically tell you that the town is divided into 4 major districts. There is the Temple District, which is this area. There is the Market District, which is over here. There is Docks District, which is over here. And then there's the Slums, which is over here.
Big enough for slums.
The
Gorgon's loose.
Solatris is run by a council of 12, which is a group of basically prominent figures in the town, merchants, diplomats, and retired adventurers, a mix of them all. The council meets and gets only as much done as the democracy can basically do.
It's a democracy.
There's a lot of different faiths represented in Solatris. There's a lot of different shops, and basically anything you could want to buy is in Solatris.
Women.
And
You want to buy women?
it,
Women.
it has a very, very prolific fishing industry from the lake. There are a number of fisheries here. It also has a mining industry from the mountains nearby. So ore prices are normal, or basically weapon prices, things like that are pretty good because of the ore, ready access to the ore. It also has a number of famous academies that trains both adventurers, nobles, and swordsmen. It also has a contingent of knights that operate out of Solatris, so it's a very well fortified and slightly militaristic town.
So is it safe to say this is the biggest place that I've ever been?
Yes,
Okay.
it is safe to say it's the biggest place you've ever been.
I know this might be
This is one of the
disarming.
largest cities around.
It just keeps going. Where does
my
it
mouth's
end?
open. I'm staring around.
Yeah, just stick close to me. It's important for you not to trust people in general here. In cities this large, there are a number of ne'er-do-wells who will try to take advantage of you.
I remember the time he got jacked. Remember that?
Yes, but now I have it on my
Decoy
left
pouch.
side.
Decoy pouch.
Well, I mean, except for your personal funds, all of our funds are in a bag that they won't be able to get anything out of.
It's only 154 gold that I keep in this pouch on my belt.
Heads turn.
Jesus, Joe.
That's the kind of information, that's why I tell you not to talk.
And you've embarrassed him. And me.
Already.
Not you.
I'm in city mode.
This area right
okay.
here is basically a combination of guard barracks and merchant stalls. It looks like people that don't get fully into the city for general business set up little stalls here. So lots of foodstuffs and just general goods are available for purchase, and makeshift tents and just hand carts all along this area. Guards are all basically watching everyone fairly closely.
Anything that's like a souvenir shop.
No, not really.
Just come on. Let's. We need to first.
See, I'm going so slow right
We're
now.
getting distracted.
Come on.
Look how big these buildings are.
Look at all these potatoes. This guy just sells
Please
potatoes.
Follow me. I'm gonna walk into the temple district and try and find council hall or.
What time of day is it?
It's midday because you guys got a late start.
Guys, they have
The
red
first day.
potatoes.
Even
See the red ones?
the like a council hall or town hall or central government's building to see if I can introduce myself to the local leadership and learn where best to stay for the evening.
It's going to cost us so much money. You're going to cost us so much
Okay,
money.
so you continue walking along the main road. Other than just the hustle and bustle of people, looks like the area around here is primarily people that are merchants. It's not very many houses off this main road. It's primarily people that look like they're busy shopping, trying to sell peddle wares. At the first major crossroads, there is a kid about in his 14s or so.
Oh, I do put
who's-
away my gold, so it's not just like jingling off my waist.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who's looks like he's a town crier, and he's just screaming out snippets of information.
Anything of interest?
He screams out, "Nobleman's daughter missing! 1 month and no leads! The noble house of Parvalsey offers a reward of 200 gold for her safe return. Only today, buy a cut and get a shave free at Snip's Barbery, a short walk into the slums. Wyvern seen in the mountains, bounty reward of 100 gold per tale, redeem at the council hall.
Side quests.
Too much stuff, coppers, buys anything and everything, come in and trade your junk away today.
Poisonous bars of metal.
Academy of Teleron now accepting new students, trained to be better than a knight trained by Roland himself.
Slow down, slow down.
Slots are filling fast, inquire on location. Local wizard spell goes wrong, animated objects beat him senseless. Help out an old man and receive a powerful magic item reward. Visit Dragon Studies in the Market District and ask for Villermont. Buy 2, get 1 free beers now at the Intoxicated Cow. Hurry in today. Swarms of insects filling the
It's never worth
sewers. Deal with them and receive a massive reward of 25 gold from the council. Whispering Gale Cures is looking for
Is this something
ingredients.
breathe?
Forage for supplies and sell them for big profits now.
breath.
Sour leaf in high demand. 1 silver per intact leaf. Rumors of armies destroying towns far to the west. Is there truth in it? The Council of 12 votes to act. The 10th fishery of Solatris has a massive haul coming in tonight. Be the first to get the freshest fish in Solatris tomorrow morning.
Ooh.
Orc hunting party spied near town to the
Like a
east.
swimming beaver.
Travel should be avoided until it's reported to be out of the area. Lost. 1 angry cat. Black with pink stripes. Answers to the name of the Ravager. Last seen in the
I think
docks
we just carry
district
on.
by the Den of Games. Please return to Samantha Tinwright. Reward of 5 gold. Weary from travel? Visit the Pelennord while rooms remain. The most quality stay north of Sapphire
its skin.
City. Traveling across
that down,
Solatris Lake, stop by the Temple of Olentar first and receive a blessing before the voyage. Giant spiders infesting old warehouse. For job details, visit the dockmaster. 50 gold reward for a job well done. Pyreheart, scourge of fields, still lives. Slay the great dragon, keep its treasures, gain the respect of everyone in the land, and of course the city is still offering 300 platinum pieces and stewardship of Fort Dallin Pass for Pyreheart's head.
Excuse me? Wait, hold on.
For who?
Repeat that last dragon one.
I'm sorry.
What was the dragon thing?
By 1 silver.
No, the dragon. You said something about a dragon?
1 silver.
Give him a silver.
Oh, he wants a silver?
Give him a silver.
He's on a
He's on the loose.
a loop.
Do we have to wait for the whole thing to come back?
Pyreheart, scourge of fields, still lives. Slay the great dragon, keep its treasure, gain the respect of everyone in the land, and of course the city is still offering 300 platinum pieces and stewardship of Fort Dallin Pass for Pyreheart's head. Many have tried to slay the vile dragon, none have returned alive. Will you be the one?
I give him a silver.
Inquire at the council today.
Let's go to the council. I'm done listening to this guy.
Yeah, that didn't really tell us.
Precious. And he continues on.
I gave him a silver.
Okay.
No, you didn't.
That was so much
I just gave him one.
Did you really?
Yeah.
I have so much
that.
to talk to about the
Like,
council now.
ting.
Oh,
Now, guys,
why?
remember, it's vital when we do get to the council.
Hey, grown-ups are talking.
It is vital that you not talk unless they
Oh.
ask you a question.
We have important people in the Elven
Can we
Society,
talk
too.
to ourselves, like to each other?
No.
At least.
We have... Do you not have important people where you're from?
You two can communicate to each other via your communication magic.
You want me to walk in front of
you're-
the Council of 12 and cast spells?
Wait, Renlith, you're what? His what? Communication magic? What is that?
Wake up, come on.
You motherfucker. Was that you?
No, I just learned this morning.
I thought I was going crazy.
Onwards to the council.
We
Stay out of my mind.
We follow the signs.
Stay out of my mind.
This way to talk to the most important people in town.
Stay out of my mind.
The signs to me just say run with this way.
Is there like a Magneto helmet thing I can get?
If what you're
Protect.
wearing doesn't work for that,
I'm psychic.
does it have an opposite effect? Like not,
Amplifies it.
not understand language, so it's just like white noise when somebody tries to talk to you.
I just turned into like
Sorry, it's
a
on mute.
Alright, so you guys continue along, hoping to find something most interesting. Beeline for what you're hoping is. The council just
Some sort of council. City
ignoring
hall.
everything else because nothing else matters.
Do I see any
in their lives.
ends?
On your way?
Yes.
Oh,
So many.
let me see here.
I want you to physically describe the first man I see.
After this, do you guys want to do some shopping? I'm just kidding.
I don't take that as kidding, and I say, well, yeah, of course. We have a number of items to attend to in the market district.
I literally
I guess you're right, yeah.
Index.
Like, I don't want to.
We're not gonna do
I want
clothes.
to.
We're not gonna go clothes shopping again, are we?
Maybe. Why?
I mean,
Huh. You.
how many people are walking around in all black? Why did this happen?
They don't have any. They never have anything my size. Okay.
Yeah, just inside of town, about right here, you pass the Gorgon's Eye.
You don't have to, like, fit, like, how
Hey.
big was it?
We just fought a Gorgon.
Huh.
So it's a
Like 8 days ago.
decent looking establishment.
Is it the same one?
There's a wooden sign
Is that what we're
outside
trying to
with,
catch?
with the eye of basically a bull zoomed in on, and there's green smoke around it. And it's fairly busy. There's quite a few people inside drinking. It looks like it's got a second story, so it's not teeny tiny. And even in the middle of the day, there's a good 24 people inside.
So until we get to the council building, assuming we find it, how many ends do I end up passing, roughly? Like, not like good ends. Like, I'm not trying to
I
find
think you'll
it.
only pass maybe 2 or 3.
Oh my god, it's so many. So many inns. Is there an inn district?
And then a bunch of shops. No, there's not an inn district.
What was your favorite inn that you've stayed in so far? This is just small talk as we're walking.
Only one answer to that question.
I've only stayed in one inn.
No. Haven't we?
You're not thinking back far enough.
We've stayed in more than one inn, right?
We stayed in the one in Tarsus
That's the one I remember.
with Lahi's ex-wife.
Yes.
Or
Lahi's wife.
Lahi's widow.
Don't you dare say that.
We didn't stay in an inn in Nebraska. We stayed in an inn like in that first town we were in with that.
Did we stay in an inn there? I thought we like stayed outside.
No, we stayed in an inn there. And then there was another place, right? In that we stayed in when we went into that cave with the spiders. Right? To rescue that dude. Well, okay, that answers that question because we only remember the one.
So you arrive outside the council building, which is right here. It's a very large building. It looks like there's multiple wings to it, and there's a schedule of meetings listed. It looks like the next scheduled meeting is tomorrow, in the afternoon. It's currently open though, and it says that current council members presiding, and then it has 3 names next to it. The names that it has listed are Nujarn, Geoff, Kadabar, and Lord Telron or Cedric.
Excuse you?
Kadabarn, and what was the...
The third one was Lord Telron or Cedric.
Sounds very familiar.
He had to go back to the top of the names of NPCs. He's making his way back down there.
Oh.
Yeah.
And Kabar was one of them?
Kadabar was the second one.
Oh, man.
Is Kabar your last name?
Thought I'd been elected.
That's like a family name?
Kabar.
Okay.
My first name's Ka, last name Bar.
Do you
I'd
have a
like
last name?
to enter
No.
the council. Is there
This
a
is Joe asking.
administrator or guard up front?
So
No.
when you first walk in,
Orcs typically don't
there
have last
is a
names.
large semicircular desk with 2 doors
We
leading
identified by our tribe.
to the back, and then there's a door on either side as well, leading to the right and the left. At the desk is a hunched over figure who looks like he may be a scribe or something. There are scrolls all over the place, and he's furiously copying, looks like text onto from one book to another one.
Joe's not even my
Step up to the table and clear my throat.
What's he really?
He looks up at you and kind of puffs up in importance and says,
It's been 100 years.
"Yes, my dear fellow, what can I do for you today?"
I pull out my scroll of pedigree and hand it to him with my hand that has my signet ring and say,
He kind of deflates a little bit and he looks almost depressed or sad.
Traveling from afar with important news to share with the council and whoever's on duty. If you would please inform them of my arrival, I would greatly appreciate it.
Yes, but let me remind you that I am the highly esteemed scribe known as Kadabar. I'm sure you've heard of me.
Wait, what was your name?
Kadabar.
Kadabar,
That sounds a lot like my name. I whispered it to him.
you'll have to forgive me. Your name does strike me as somewhat familiar, but
You may have heard someone who happens to share my name, a very unimportant minor god. I'm sure he got his name from me, though.
could very well be. You never know with these gods, do you?
That's right.
Well, tell you what, I'd like to hear more, but the information that I do have is quite pressing.
Yes, right. You just wanted to see the people working
Without even
today?
him knowing it.
That's correct, yes.
Okay, sure, right. Just one moment, let me make sure that...
He's a master of using words.
How does he insult him without him even knowing? It's amazing.
He gets up and he goes and he raps on the door to his left once and then steps inside for a moment.
Does he do that to us and we don't even know?
No, there's no way. We would be aware of it because we're aware of it now.
And my helmet, too.
Exactly.
I would translate the insult.
Plus, I know all the languages.
He
that it
steps
speaks.
out a moment later and he says, Yes. There's only 2 on duty today, but you're welcome to visit with them if you see so fit.
Oh, that's very nice.
Otherwise, I can do any business you need here, right? No problem whatsoever.
I have things that I would like to discuss with you personally, based on some information that I've already gathered in the city. But like I said, first things first, business comes first before I can talk to you about somewhat more important things, perhaps.
Oh, sure. Well, I mean,
I'm sure you understand.
Everything about me is important business.
Quite clear from your demeanor and personage.
Right. I'm glad you understand.
I'm furrowing my brow underneath my helmet.
If you will please
So now
excuse
I can't even
me,
tell.
I'm going
Are you looking
to
at me,
go
man?
and confer with the council.
It's just like I'm
Okay.
staring like.
And don't forget, I'll be waiting. And you don't want to keep Kadabar waiting.
I take 6 seconds. To
Every
put my
time he
foot
says his name, I like looking. What?
By the way, my name is Renlin.
Oh,
as,
that's nice.
As I'm sure you could have gathered by the.
I assumed
the
it matched the papers.
Quite. So,
It's good to see that someone of important heritage realizes the importance of talking to someone such as me, Kadabar.
Right.
The illustrious scribe known throughout the world.
Cities grind to a halt without well-versed and dedicated scribes.
Not only that, just someone as dashing and wonderful and important as
You not
someone as
even
myself.
realize?
Well, I'll talk to you soon.
I'm gonna try.
Yes?
Of course.
And I step away
I'll do
towards the council.
Someday I hope to be able to write.
I just look back silently at Joe.
You broke the #1 rule. You broke 2 rules already. Don't talk and don't embarrass him. Damn it.
You did them all.
One of those rules was inevitable.
We're not going to get dessert tonight. Damn it, Joe.
It's so right. If you don't, wherever your inspiration die is, give it back to yourself.
Yay. I think I gave it to you, right?
I only have 2 though.
Yeah, it's because Taylor has one.
Oh!
Yay.
I don't use mine. They're no good.
Huzzah.
Alright.
+1
So-
AC.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's cool.
Like +1 to AC.
So
was a
there's
long
only
range.
Nujarn and Lord
Well, I guess that would
Telvar
be
said
a miscellaneous
Yes.
on
mod.
duty.
Yes.
Yeah, it would be miscellaneous probably.
Alright.
I mean, I guess that makes as good as any.
And then it's just like the number you would try.
I didn't even know you
Let
can
me refresh my
armor here.
Oh yeah.
personalities.
Cool.
People in this town are interesting.
Oh, good. It'd be a welcome change from all the other interesting people we've met so far.
So happy to be out of places like Silver's place and the podunk towns where there's no such thing as a noble.
Do we meet anyone in Tarsus?
Your good friend, the cheesemaker.
No, I mean like any sort of because it was like religious, and we were like, nah, f those temples.
In Tarsus, it was Tarsus, right? That half crescent or whatever shop. Is that
Half
there?
crescent magic.
Yeah.
Oh, that
Yeah.
dick bag?
Hey,
No, I mean, like-
we're friends now.
No, I mean like we didn't
that
meet
bad.
like
You guys just
I
got
just
off
got
on a really bad foot.
we didn't meet any like
He was
leadership.
trying to.
No,
Yeah.
no,
He was
no.
Trying to
I
pull
don't
us-
think it was
pull him over
super
on
well
us.
established there.
and we didn't do anything in that other town.
No.
The one
something
with
about him
the-
just was infuriating.
It's because Rinla made him angry.
Yeah.
Really
Yeah.
well.
It's all right. There's a lot of like shops here, so if we piss off one shop owner, we'll just go to the next one.
Okay, so
Sure.
the next room is a large meeting room. It's a U-shaped table, and
I'm gonna
at
shut up for a little
the
bit.
head of the table sits a very frilly, Victorian-style looking noble. He's got the full get-up. He looks like he's wanting to look the part.
Okay.
He just looks pompous, and like he's completely full of himself, very much like Renlin. The other guy looks like he almost looks like he wants to have the gothic look going. He's got big flowing cloaks on that kind of are like extra colors than they need to have, and he kind of wears a dark blue color.
It's like Dumbledore and Snape.
Basically.
And the cloaked fellow, or the not cloaked, but the well, I guess cloaked, just not cowled. Cloaked fellow is basically kind of reclined more. He looks very bored, whereas the other one has stacked documents next to him, and he looks like he's more trying to look busy than he is actually busy. But the nobleman sees you as you walk in and kind of slowly motions you forward and says, "Yes, my dear Renlith and company, how can I, Nujarn, the only true diplomat on the Council of Solatris, help you today?"
Good day, Nujarn. Both of you will have to excuse my present demeanor as I've been on the road for over a week now.
That's understandable. I have to deal with much worse here on a daily basis.
But
the
if
other guy just kind of stares at him.
But if we don't, who will, right? I have news from my travels that may interest you and the council at large. On my way here to introduce myself and inquire about adequate lodging, I heard talk of concern about armies or forces in the west traveling east at a heightened pace, and in large part, my compatriots and I have traveled as far west as recently Castle Cirrus, west of Tarsus, and have fought with some of these armies and repelled them from areas. On our way here, perhaps 2 days travel southwest approximately, we did notice a fairly sizable encampment. This is the news that I bring to you from the road. Interesting or not, that's what I would like to relate to you.
Yes, we've heard such frivolous rumors, but they don't concern Solatris. We have large contingents of knights and high walls. It's nothing that you should concern yourselves with now that you're here under the protection of the Knights of Solatris. You are perfectly safe. Do not worry. Go about your business, citizen.
So I would
train their archers.
I would like to look at Lord Talron.
Yeah.
See his expression.
He's kind of just he kind of pulls his glance away from the other man, and he looks at you and he says, "I've heard such stories as well, and contrary to what my dear friend Nujarn says..."
Oh, he did the Renlith thing.
"I understand that there could be problems with a army amassing, and that I do feel that the knights should be more proactive in their defense of this city, because they have one of the best trained contingents of knights, and yet they sit idly by doing nothing, just like most of the academy workers here in this godforsaken town."
Again.
Now,
It's like thieves' camps for nobles.
Basically.
however, I can also tell you that there will be no action performed by this council until a consensus can be made.
I understand all points perfectly well. I understand how councils operate, and just what it takes to provoke action. However, there are ways, as I'm sure you're aware, to maintain a posture of proactivity so as to be as prepared as possible outside of general politics. Now, my colleague Kabar here, this large, gentle half-orc here,
Usually kind of scoffs at you.
and my other good compatriot here, Joe, and I have recent experience. Still have scorpions. We've had recent experience dealing with this strange force that has amassed, and it's included barbarian types, magic users, those loyal to.
You spelled nonsense, just like our other council member, Palthus. Yes, he spelled these nonsense to you just as you do, saying, "Oh, there's so many dangers in the world, and they're amassing armies, and they're working together." Nonsense. No one works together with orcs and goblins. They work alone, and they just are mindless, trivial monsters. The knights will take care of these. No, nothing to worry about.
Certainly understand your point clearly and wholly. It's not appropriate to waste time or resources on anything that ought not be focused on. However, what I'm getting at here is offering, of course, without charge and based on a common bond of being noble and protecting our citizens and training our good knights and protectors of this realm. A modest explanation of maybe just the leadership among the knights and guards of what we have firsthand experienced.
Well, possibly, we can see if there's any room on the agenda for tomorrow. Oh, such short notice, though, and he kind of flips through his papers. I'm sorry, there's probably no time for you to stand up and address the entire council. But such short notice, but maybe a week or two, we can pencil you in sometime.
Of course. Thank you, Newjorn. Lord Telron, I would also... It doesn't need to be formal.
Telron raises his finger. However, you also have to understand that there is some time allotted to every council member, every session, and I'm positive that Palthus, after hearing the plight of these people, would be more than willing to allot some of his time to these people so that they would have the chance to completely elucidate what they're talking about to the entire council, all present at once.
You're not gonna like this guy.
And I bet more than that some of these council people could be swayed to take more action if some of their more pressing concerns were taken care of. If you might happen to know what I mean.
Working on addressing the entire council.
Indeed I do, Lord Telron. And I was meaning to, after I met and conferred with you, I was going to get with your exuberant scribe out there to see what help we might be able to.
Telron rolls his eyes visibly.
We understand each other again, Lord Telron. However, need is need. Now, I have been listening to the crier on my way here and understand there are at least a couple of items of concern that may sway.
Ah, yes, little things to be dealt with inside of the town and about. This is more the style someone of your caliber should be taken care of. You shouldn't worry about the big events that happen across the world. That's for the council to take care of.
I mean, honestly, I don't want to fight against an army.
My good councilman.
True.
We win.
Good.
Again, we see each other clearly. However,
kill the other guy.
As peers and compatriots in this world, I trust that the nuance and art of conversation might not escape you. When I say something on the lines of, I will do what must to protect this realm, my family, and the good people, despite any proclivities of locals, noble or not, that wish to pursue inaction over proactive behavior.